Hi everyone, Comic Book Reviewer here, this time reviewing on issue 2 of Sonic the Hedgehog, Scrapnik Island. Now, as you know, much like Tangle and Whisper, Bad Guys, and Imposter Syndrome, is meant to be another spin-off comic from the IDW Sonic series, and I think if it did get animated, like a sort of series like The Boys Diabolical, I could see the team behind Gravity Falls doing their own take on Scrapnik Island. And the cover is meant to have Mecha Knuckles looking fiercely badass. And the story mainly starts off with Sigma surviving his potential death. And of course, we see how what remains of the Death Egg and him slowly rebuilding what remains of other badniks, and him slowly building up his sort of group of followers. And of course, we see how over time they managed to kind of build their society and even managed to find Mecha Sonic, who is badly damaged. And we see Sonic going, ugh. Oh, hey, little guy, what's up?
Hello?
Awesome, it finally got it to work. And we see how Tails has made a special device to translate the other badniks' languages. And of course, we see how they're given the gift of speech, and Sonic saying, I'll leave it to Tails to find the upside to being stranded on an island of junk. And we see how Sigma shows up saying, Salutations, gentlemen, we have finished preparing the opposite of to your plane. Hey Sigma, check this out. And of course we see how he's quite pleased that they're given this gift of speech. And of course we kind of see how Mecha Sonic is slowly glitching, the return of one of his old programs. And of course we kind of see how Sigma points out that their plane got fixed, but it also needs a part to help them with the plane, which we kind of see how Sonic offers to go, and we see how Tails thinks it's a bad idea due to his leg getting busted and needs time to rest. And we see Sonic saying, I appreciate your concern, bud, but I'm fine. If I gotta do any more sitting back today, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna string crazy over here. And we kind of see how Sigma and Mecha Sonic offer to go, and of course, we see how Tails is given help by some other Scrapniks, and they head off into the Death Egg to find where the sort of special device for the plane will be. And of course, we see how Mecha Knuckles looks at them leaving. Now, I do apologise for my review on the first issue, as I kind of thought Mecha Sonic got transformed into Mecha Knuckles, but no, it's just two different characters, so I apologise. And we kind of see how Sigma points out when Sonic's voicing some concern for the flower, and he says, It's unexpectedly washed ashore some time ago. Mecha has cared for it ever since, in hopes of planting it in real soil one day. And he points out that, yeah, they're trying to sort of escape their sort of programming and that, and make sure Eggman doesn't find them. And we see how Sonic tries to kind of talk with Mecha, and we kind of see them heading off to where the scrambled egg carrier is, and we kind of see how Sonic says, man, I'm getting nostalgia. Me and this thing go way back. And we see how Sigma points out that it is going to be their ticket to one day leave. And we kind of see how Sigma tries to get the team to go in two different groups and to find the sort of item. But of course, we kind of see how Sonic talks with Mecha saying, hey, I want to apologise for the mix-up earlier. I think we both got off the wrong foot, literally. And he points out that he's different from Metal and hopes one day Metal can learn from Mecha. And as he offers friendship, we see how Mecha sees that it's Mecha Knuckles. And we kind of see how Sonic says, Mecha Knuckles? Oh, come on! Just how many robot doubles do you guys have standing around here? No offense. And we kind of see how Mecha Sonic tries to save Sonic. And we kind of see how Sigma sees to his shock and surprise that it's Mecha Knuckles. And he points out that Mecha Knuckles was created with Knuckles' original programming, but because of the sort of Angel Island and also at Master Emerald program, he was able to salvage what he could destroy, but of course, some of his defense program is still intact. And we see Sonic saying, "Ah, so he's a knucklehead, just like the real one. Stand down, lad. Sonic is our friend." And of course, we kind of see how because of Mecha Knuckles' programming, he still is going to take this like a personal matter. And of course, tries to take them on, only for Mecha Sonic to try and save him. But of course, just as he tries to kind of take on Mecha, we see how they duke it out. But turns out some of Mecha Sonic's programming is going back to its old one, and we kind of see how due to the programming, it's now seeing Sonic as an enemy again. And we see Eggman saying, "Oh, at long last, you are compatible, Mecha Sonic." And of course, we kind of see him saying, "You are my greatest creation to date." And of course, he goes back to his old programming, mainly kills off Mecha Sonic, and we kind of see how Sonic tries to talk with him down, but of course, tries to take him down now, with his old programming now back. And the next issue is have Tails and the other scrapniks taking Mecha Sonic on. And yeah, this is the story. So I think this issue is pretty good because, yeah, I think the difference between Mecha Knuckles and Mecha Sonic is Mecha Knuckles was just too far gone to be helped with his old programming, while Mecha Sonic wanted to kind of do the right things, and I just think it was just clear when Sonic and Mecha Sonic came into the picture, it was just going to revert him back to his old form. So I think this issue still deserves a thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.